I think I'm going to go with that one. I think I have found my mixture. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Speakeasy. Today is a good day around the Speakeasy because I finally got my own totally custom bottle of whiskey. Now, if you recall, Designer Dram is one that I found online and I ordered their total experience package. So what you get here with this Designer Dram, you saw at the beginning of the video, just to remind you, we've got all the different, you got 5 samples of the different bourbons and whiskeys that they offer. They give you a snifter glass and they give you a measuring beaker over here so that you can formulate the formulation that you want. Well, guess what? Ta-da! We got it. Now they send it in this box. Well packaged. There's a box within a box, but they do make sure that everybody knows this is a very fragile item. And so this is what we received in the mail. This obviously 21 or over signature required, so they send it in this special box here. This says that it on the back, it's got a whole lot of stuff here, but it says expertly blended and bottled in California. Indulge in a different kind of whiskey experience. One that transports you to a world of flavors that you have created. An experience imagined only for you, tailor-made only for you, a luxury experience like no other. Your experience, the Designer Dram experience. So this is what I have received. Scalper's Own 2024 blended whiskey. So let's see if I can get this out of here, and we will pop this open and we are going to taste this to make sure it's what I ordered. Got the nice packaging in the box there. I have this this is the profile. So my own label on the front, which they did send a what's it called, a sample of in the email, just to make sure that everything was exactly how you want it. And I'm glad that they did, because when I did this back in January, I still had 2023 on my mind. So I put 2023 and I'm like, no, it needs to be 2024. That's when I get it. So this is Scalper's Own 2024, a wheated whiskey with rye and barley that provides flavors of spices, vanilla, fruit, and oak. This one is 47% ABV, so what's that make it? 94%, 94 proof, I mean. It's got a sticker here on the back. I cannot read anything because it is the color of the whiskey practically. Anyhow, they also send you this card that tells you exactly what your blend was. 20% rye bourbon, 5% barley rye, and 75% wheated. On the back side, it also has some verbiage. Why is your Designer Dram special? Formulated specifically for you and your palate, highly skilled master distillers take our premium aged whiskey from barrel to bottle by amalgamating and resting it very slowly to your requirements to ensure a non-chilled, perfectly meshed quality finish. This isn't just an art, it's a science, and our master distillers are exceptional at it. It talks about the label being created professionally, approved by you, all set in a Designer Dram case, etc., etc. So all in all, this was, if I recall correctly, it's been several weeks since I filmed the first part of this video, waiting on this part. I don't remember exactly what the cost of it was. I'm thinking it was on the order of $250, $270, something to that effect. I asked them if I want another one of these, can I get it? They said absolutely. They sent me a special link specifically to order this bottle as many times as I wanted. And it was $169 plus tax, plus shipping, whatever that may be. So you figure, you know, for your own custom bottle, it's probably 200 bucks every time you want to order it. But is it worth it? I don't know. I think that I liked it when I formulated it. Am I going to like it now that I actually have my own bottle? Well, let's break out our little tasting glass here. That is a tight fit in there. All right. Throw up a little display for Designer Dram. And again, I paid for all of this. Designer Dram is not sponsoring this video. I just thought this was a very cool item and a way that I could do some experimentation on exactly what I thought of whiskeys and what I thought of the different flavors, and to be able to come up with my own, I thought it was pretty cool. So let's give this a try. And this is a fancy bottle. Got a nice big heavy cork topper on it. Whoa, easy. That smells very, very sweet. Smells wheated, obviously 75% wheated bourbon, so wow. And I can tell that this is a little bit hotter on the nose than the samples were. Again, you get 5 50 milliliter samples, which to me, it's not quite enough. I mean, depending on how much you know what you want, it might be enough. I had no clue where to start. I did have a little basic knowledge that wheated was sweeter, supposedly. Some people it may not be sweet to. But to me it was, as it is normally, and so I kind of figured out to start there, but I just wish that I had more so that I could adjust the percentages more times. And I would be willing to pay more for that. So Designer Dram, if you end up watching this, you might consider making that an option if people want to buy some more of the, or larger samples of the different whiskeys that you put in there. Smells great though. I smell like, what I started out with on that is it's hotter on my nose, because whenever I ordered this, I opted for the higher proof, so this is hotter on the nose than the samples were. Smells good though. Yeah. I like that. I think that I got a really, really, for me, a great blended whiskey. As I taste that, I taste a lot of the sweetness, a lot of the wheated grain, and it wasn't until 3 or 4 seconds later I felt a little heat go down my chest, my throat and my chest. I just think that this is for me, a fantastic start. Smells sweet, smells a little smoky. Maybe that's the oakiness, if you will, a little of the char. But yeah, I think for me, I knocked that one out of the park. And I don't even, as you're well aware, I drink 98% of my whiskeys on the rocks. Bourbons, whiskeys, everything. That one, I don't need to. If I did, I would probably, 1 or 2 of the Glencairns maybe. Not a lot, may even just have a beer chaser sitting around just to have something cool to drink with it. But yeah, this on the rocks, heck, let's try it on the rocks. Just because I happen to have some clear ice balls. I've got clear ice cubes as well. And I got these, I did not make these. There is a place in Oklahoma called the Ice Vault, or Vault Ice, not the Ice Vault, Vault Ice. Again, these were free samples, but they do sell all of their stuff primarily to the large scale restaurants, etc. If you want to, you can stop in there and you can buy some, you know, a pack of, these are a pack of 6, I think. You can buy some, maybe get like 6 or 7 packs of these and spend $100 or however much ice you want. But yeah, they gave me a few samples because I thought that it was a pretty darn cool idea, and they gave me a tour of their place. Didn't want to let me video, which I have no problem with. I really appreciate them giving me the tour. I'm sorry I don't have their card in front of me, so I forgot their names. But they said, hey, just for stopping in, here's a few samples and you can check out our ice. So shout out, again, shout out to the folks at Vault Ice for giving me a few of their free samples. And I will go back and buy more. So just wanted to, this is the first opportunity I've had to actually use some of these here in one of my videos. So they also come with these cool little separators, so make sure you don't drink these, that basically keep the ice from sticking together. And it's just already just about as clear as it can be. They have this crazy process where they make, when it comes out, it's clear, and there's nothing that's going to change that. You can keep it in the refrigerator, the freezer, and again, it's going to stay clear the whole time. We'll let that air out a little bit. They say you should let these acclimate. I don't know if that's the right word. If I was to pour the whiskey directly on this right after putting it in the glass, it would crack and shatter. So we're going to give this a couple of minutes while I drink a little bit more of this, see if I can't pull out a few more of the flavors and aromas. I don't get you know, with 25% on the rye side, I'm really surprised that I went with the ryes more than the straight bourbons, because I'm not real crazy about spicy rye bourbon, spicy rye whiskey. So again, I think it's one of those, some of your opposites taste so good together. Sweet and salty, sweet and hot, sweet and spicy. It's always got to have the sweet. Well, guess what? The wheat was the sweet, the rye was the spice. And I think that they go phenomenal together. Like I said, that is very, very drinkable. Right out of as neat. And I think that on the rocks, it's just an opportunity to drink it cool. Again, I went with the higher proof. That'll give it an opportunity to not only get a little bit of the initial ice melt, and I think that by the time you get down to the bottom, that ball of ice right there, if you were so inclined, you're going to get 2 or 3 drinks out of it. Let's give this a shot. Let's play by the rules. 2-ounce shot. My ball's frozen in there on my glass. We'll go about 1 3/4 ounces. Doesn't look very much in that big glass, does it? Get us another 1/4 ounce. We might as well get a solid 2 ounces out of it. Wow. See that phenomenal ice ball? Love that clear ice. That is just fantastic. Didn't crack, just let it sit there a couple of minutes and it acclimates just enough so that it won't crack when you pour that room temperature whiskey on it. And then you can sit here and enjoy yourself a nice whiskey on the rocks in a Scalper's Speakeasy glass, no less. Oh yeah, just a hint of that initial ice melt gives it a little bit of water in it. I don't think I did not go wrong with this. Did not go wrong with this. And I would encourage any of you out there that would like to do this. I think that'd be a great Father's Day gift, birthday gift. Again, it took them, I did mine over Christmas. So I started in December, and then when I went to order, it was right after Christmas. They were closed. They said they weren't going to start until like mid-January. So I ended up getting this one several weeks later, the first part of February, middle of February. And so it can, depending on the time of year, it could take anywhere from a month to 6 weeks, maybe less, depending on if they are middle of summer or something, or depending on how long you or the person that you give this to takes to do their little formula and make up the one that they like. But this is fantastic. And also, if your special person already knows the blend that they like, you can order a direct blend with a custom label just for them. You don't have to go through this sampling process and figure out exactly what they want. If they already know what they want, you can order one with a custom label that says happy anniversary, or you are limited on the space down there. I could not get Scalper's Speakeasy on the label, so I ended up with Scalper's own. So you're limited to the number of characters, but still, this is a great gift idea. And again, I did this one for myself, paid for it all, but now I have one. And I think that I will definitely order more of these. It is on the high side, but you know, if you're willing to spend, or your significant other that likes whiskey and bourbon's willing to spend $300 on a Magnus cigar blend, well, this is half that price, a little more than half. And it's exactly what they want. So I don't think you can go wrong with that. Cheers. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing with friends and family, and then come back next week for another great video here at the Speakeasy. It might be bourbon, might be whiskey, might be rye, might be vodka, might be tequila or a mezcal, or just a cocktail. You never know what you're going to get here at the Speakeasy, so come back and see us.